Hello, students. Today we are going to discuss our topic as learning probability. As you all know that what is probability is nothing but chances of study. Let's have a word of prayer now before we discuss this. God, kindly provide your knowledge and wisdom to solve our mathematics problems and our daily life problems. Thank you, God. Let's move on to that. Step by step, we are going to discuss now. So, first point we'll discuss is what is probability, and second, what is formula for the probability, and third, we are going to discuss important points in this probability which you need to remember. And fourth, we are going to discuss that is some examples for each and every concept, and then exam not problems, exam questions. That is previous years models. We are going to discuss previous year questions and models also we are going to discuss. So this is about our whole topics which we are going to discuss. The first one, the introduction for this probability. This is clouds. Sometimes we feel like as you all know that it is a cloudy, so that we are going to get rain, or sometimes there is no clouds, then we will say that we cannot get rain today. So these are all about the possibilities of occurring an event. So these things. So first, probability in the beginning they were used for the gambling and those are things to estimate. Anyway, in our daily life, in some other places also use. If India and some other nation were playing cricket, then we may say that according to the situation, India may win or India may not win. These kind of words we'll discuss. This all about uncertainty. Let's discuss the exact definition of probability. Probability is a measure of likelihood that an event will occur. That means that is the chances of getting an event will occur. It depends on the number of. Okay, so now we'll represent this probability or that likelihood in a number line from 0 to 1. Probability always lies between 0 to 1. 0 is nothing but impossible event, and if it is 1, it is nothing but certain event, which you all discussed in 8th class itself. So you all learned in the 8th class. 0 means impossible event, 1 means certain event, and middle what should be 0 and 1, that is 0.5. 0.5 is nothing but it's like equal likely event means which are the equal chances are there, that is equal likely event. We'll discuss later about that. Let me write down what is this 0.5, that is equal chances, so that equal likely event. So we can write equal likely event. So after completion of this equal likely event, and what in between that 0.25, here in between 0.5 and 0.1, we can 1.0, we can write that 0.75, and it is more likely event and it is less likely event, which you all learned in your previous classes. So means less possibilities, more possibilities of occurring an event. So here less possibility, and 0 means impossible event, 1 means certain event, and less likely event 0.5, that is nothing but like in a sunny day getting rain, and more likely event on cloudy day getting rain. So we'll discuss equal likely event also, and we'll discuss one by one everything. Okay, so first let me take one of the examples for you all. So this is very important for you all. Let me take impossible event. So that is nothing but August 15. We cannot celebrate Republic Day, so that is called as impossible event. Certain event means August 15 we celebrate Independence Day, that is called as certain event. And equal likely events means it is just like we can say that about tossing a coin. So we may get a head or a tail. So anyway, this I can't. I'm not good with the diagrams. That's what I'm writing H and T now. So one is head, one is tail. Only two outcomes are possible. So equal chances are there for both. That's what it is. Equal likely event. So I hope so. You all understood what is impossible equal likely event certain event. So let's beginning they were used properly for the gambling and such kind of things, but nowadays we are using applications in in statistics, in mathematics, and not only in mathematics, physics, and all the places we are using. It depends on the number of outcomes that represent the event and the total number of possible outcomes. So here the outcomes which will represent the events and total number of outcomes, let we write in the equation form this. So I said, right, this is equation P of E, probability of an event is equal to, so we can write outcomes that represent the events, outcomes, number of outcomes that represent the event, upon total number of possible outcomes. Total number of possible outcomes. This is your equation form, and not only that, we can write in another form as that is P of E is equal to favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. You are familiar with this, I think so. So favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. So I hope so you all understood this all concept of probability. What is impossible event? What is certain event? What is equal likely event? All you all understood, I think so. And if you are want all the definitions, just pause the video and write down all the definitions. So that we'll go for next. So next one, another important point, P of E plus P of naught an event is equal to 1. So P of E dash, that is we can write P of naught E. When we are reading, we need to read as P of naught E equal to 1. So now from this we'll write P of E is equal to 1 minus P of E naught here plus P of E naught, go to that side minus. Same method, P of E naught is equal to 1 minus P of E. So these are the important points which you need to remember in this probability. So let's move on to the concepts of remaining probability. Okay, let's move on to the next. So the deck of cards. In the class 10, we are going to discuss these are important topics. And first one, deck of cards, and second one, spinning wheel. So second one is spinning wheel, and your third one is dice, and fourth one is coin. Yes, so these four concepts are very important for your class 10 important concepts. In that first concept, deck of cards, we are going to discuss now. Let me rub remaining three. There is spinning wheel, dice, and coins. Okay, we'll discuss in detail each topic. Let me discuss now deck of cards. So I hope so you all played maybe deck of cards in your home. And do you know how many those 52 deck of cards will be? And it is divided into two equal parts, 26, 26, and 26 are red color, 26 are black color. And now this red color, black color divided again to two parts, red, hearts, diamonds. Hearts are 13, diamonds are 13. And in black spades 13, and clubs 13. So this is about deck of cards, how it was divided, and here are some face cards also. If you have played, you just tell to me face cards how many. So face cards are 12, and can you tell whichever I am writing those are face cards or not? The A, J, K, Q. These are face cards or not? When you are playing, you just tell to me. So I'll wait for 1 minute. So in this one is not a face cut. Okay, you are not able to say. Let me say to you all now. So in this, A is not a face card. Only J, K, Q, Jack, King, Queen are the face cards. And these three, each one has 4 will be. So 4 into 3, 12 face cards are possible. Let me discuss in a table form name of the card. Here are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, A, J, K, Q, and so each card is 4. 2 4 are there, 3 4, 4 4 are there, 5 4 are there, 6 4 are there, 7 4 are there, 8 4 are there, 9 4 are there, and A, J, K, Q, all together 52 are there. So now each one is, see now here carefully, red hearts and red diamonds, black spades, and then black clubs. Here RH means red hearts, RD means red diamonds, BS means black spades, BC means black clubs. Each one is 1 1 1 1. 4 is each 1 1 1. 5 is each 1 1 1 1. 1 1 1 1 and so on. You complete this table, okay, so that it is good for you all. This is about your deck of cards concepts and how they are going to ask in your examination questions on this concept deck of cards. Let we take one example. Find the probability of getting an ace when randomly pick a card from deck of cards. Okay. So solution for this is how many deck of cards which you all learned in this concept, that is nothing but 52. So those are your total number of outcomes, and we want ace. So how many aces are there? 4 ace cards are there, and they are not mentioned. It is black, red, and those also. What is your probability of an event ace? So favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So here favorable outcomes are 4, total number of outcomes are 52, and 4 table let we cancel. Now means we'll simplify. 4 1s are 4, 4 13s are 52, so that is equal to 1 upon 13. So what is your probability here? 1 upon 13. So not only this, in your examination they may ask what is probability of getting an S plus 2, 3, 4, and maybe the jack, those things, and you have to solve in this method. Okay, 1 upon 13 you got now. In this probability of an event ace is 1 upon 13, same method. So if you have any doubts, you can ask, comment on the YouTube so that I can help you all. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next, that is spinning wheel. This is about diagram of a spinning wheel. This is called pointer, and when we rotate that, it may stop at some point. So what are the total number of outcomes, and what are the even numbers, what are odd numbers? So that things we are going to discuss. So here, what are outcomes of spinning wheel? You found here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. These are the total outcomes. So now these are our total number of outcomes. In this place they may ask what are odd numbers, even numbers, prime numbers. So first let me write what are odd numbers. In this place, which are odd numbers? 1 3 5 7. So 4 are there. And what are the even numbers? So here even numbers are 2 4 6 8, and then here total number of odd numbers are 4, total number of even numbers are 4, total outcomes are here 8. So means number of outcomes are 8, number of odd numbers are 4, number of even numbers are 4. Now prime numbers. So here prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7. So now this is again number of prime numbers are 4. Now neither prime nor composite. So neither prime nor composite. Here how many numbers are there? That is only, which is that number? That is called as 1. So 1 is only one, number of numbers are 1. So in while compare in these only, they are going to ask your question, not only just like greater than 6, what is probability of getting greater than 6 as a number, pointer will stop greater than 6, there here 7 and 8, that's what 2, less than 5, those are like 4, 3, 2, 1, that means again number of outcomes are 4. So like this kind of questions they are going to ask in your examination. How it is going to be if they ask about odd numbers? So what is the probability of getting an odd number? What is probability of getting an even number? Prime number, neither prime nor composite number. What is probability of getting greater than 6? What is the probability of getting less than 5? Means when the pointer stops. Okay. So, for example, first, what is probability of getting an odd number? Total favorable outcomes 4, total number of outcomes 8. Again, 4 upon 8. Again, you are get 4 upon 8. Next, what you are going to get? 1 is there, so that 1 upon 8. And next, you get as here cancellation 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2. So, it is again 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2. So simplification possible, we can simplify. Here 2 means 2 upon 8, and here it is 4 upon 8. So 2 upon 8 means 1 upon 4, and then 4 upon 8. So here I am writing 1 upon 4, and it is 1 upon 2. So this is about properties of the spinning wheel. This is about the spinning wheel concept and how they will ask in your examination questions. Let's move on to the next topic, that is about dice. So let me draw a dice that is in the form of cube. So there may be the 1, there may be the 2. So what are the outcomes of this dice? So let me write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 outcomes are possible in a dice. So then what we can do in this place is, if 2 dice are thrown, so what are the possible outcomes? So let me draw a table so that you can understand. This table is important to solve the dice problems in your examination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is one dice outcome, and that dice outcome again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just observe this table, how I am going to write, so that you can understand clearly. Just observe, okay? You need to observe how I am drawing the table, so that you can understand the concept of the table. How to write 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. And now 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1. And here we can write 2, 2, then 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2. Next, so here it is 2, 3, then 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3. So next what we can write here, it is so 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. Next 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. So then next same method, another one is 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. Next one it is 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. Next one it is 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. Okay. So this is again dice I am drawing here. So this is about if two coins are thrown. So then what are going to be the outcomes? What is the sum of those outcomes? In your examination, they may ask what are the probability of doublet, what is the sum of the two dice is greater than 5, less than greater than 6, or maybe the which sum is equal to the 8, which sum is equal to the 6, which the two dice sum should be the 7, two dice sum should be the 6, in that way. So let me think about doublet. What is doublet here means? If two times the number repeated, 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6, these numbers we can call it as a doublet. So what is the probability of getting a doublet means here how many total number of doublets you are finding in this place. Total outcomes first, let me check how many are there. 6 and 6, total 36 outcomes. So here favorable outcomes are, it is 6. So now probability of getting an doublet is equal to favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes, that is 6 upon 36. So 6 upon 36 means 1 upon 6. So this is about what is the probability of getting an doublet. So in this way they'll ask questions in the dice problems. Let's move on to the next topic, that is about coins. Okay, so let's move on to that. So before going to that, I hope so you all understood about the dice concept, and if you have doubts you can comment on YouTube so that I can come to you and I can come with the answers of video. I'll make that. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic about coin. So coin tossed one time, two coins are tossed simultaneously, three coins are tossed simultaneously. They may ask in your examination. So first, two coins means what is that? Head, tail and head. And if two coins are there tossed, T, H tail, and H or T. So these are the outcomes: head and head, tail and head and tail and tail possible. And three coins are there, then what are possible? So I'm going in order method. Okay, so first I'll write all are heads, then head tail. So next head tail, next all should be the tails. So then tail head. Next we'll write tail head. Next we'll write as head tail head. I count this, I think 8 outcomes are possible. So now how we get to know that how many outcomes are possible? One coin 2 power 1 is equal to 2 coins means 2 power 2 is equal to 4 outcomes possible. 3 coins 2 power 3 is equal to 8 outcomes possible. Can you tell for 4 coins or simultaneously run what are the how many outcomes possible? 2 power 4 is equal to 16 outcomes are possible. And you may ask, sir, how sir it is possible to get the questions in our examination? So example like they may say that Raju may win when all are heads. That is about the 3 coins I'm going to discuss. Otherwise, Hanif is going to win. So, what is the probability of getting that? All are tails, all are head. So let me check, that is all our heads are only one time is there, all our tails are one time is there, total outcomes are 8 are there. So probability of Raju wins. Probability of Raju wins is equal to, if even all our heads then only is win, so that one time only heads out of 8. Then Hanif is going to be win when Raju is not win, that time Hanif will. So remaining all are possible. So we can only tails are comes, and if it's going to be win, that's what we written as 1 upon 8. So you are understood now. All heads are happen, Raju win. All tails are happen, Hanif is going to win. This is about your coins concept. So you all understood this. So in this method, they are going to ask in your examination. If you have any doubts, you can ask me or comment on the YouTube so that I can make one video for you. Okay, right. This is about everything. So these are maximum concept cleared, and next class we are going to discuss 1 mark questions, and then 2 mark questions, then 3 mark questions, and all. Okay, so that is about your learning probability of today. Let's move on to the next. May God bless you.